This is Jed Kennedy, head football coach at Dothan High School in Dothan, Alabama. Let's slow it down and show it to you all just once more. Kennedy, who was introduced as head coach in December of 2021, physically assaults another coach on the staff as the play continues downfield. The response from the school district, or lack thereof, has fallen way short, and many are crying foul. When asked if there would be any discipline, Jessica Noble, pictured here, said, "We do not comment on personnel issues." The incident occurred after a 57-yard touchdown. Now, the Dothan staffer, who is a volunteer within the program, was too close to the field of play, and a penalty flag was thrown. After the penalty, Kennedy ran down the sideline and grabbed the volunteer staff member and threw him down, as witnessed by a number of spectators in attendance at the stadium. The game was televised. According to WSFA, Dothan City School Superintendent Dr. Dennis Coe said at a press conference Monday that this was an isolated incident and not indicative of the true character of Coach Kennedy. All right, let's stop right here for a moment, because our friends at Indisputable heard from a source locally in the town who shared this very important anecdote for everybody to take in.
There's an anonymous individual in Dothan who sent us this message directly. Let's put it up. I was just told that there are 2 Black assistant coaches on Kennedy's staff that have been assaulted by the same coach. He says, assistant coach Turner was choked. Assistant coach Brune, not sure of the spelling of the last name, was struck. Also, I'm being told that Mr. Walker is autistic. His mental deficiency is well known and obvious to all. This info comes from someone very close to the Dothan High School athletic program. The person who sent me this is a citizen in very good standing with that community, very high standing in government himself. And he decided to contact us directly in order to set the record straight and give us more background to this, what he calls injustice.
This is a massive story that is potentially of an entire support system in a small town in America covering for this coach because he is successful in a sport. What I find particularly troubling is Dothan City School Superintendent Coe, pictured here, announced Kennedy would serve a 1-week suspension, that they conducted an investigation and it's over with. Many in the community are outraged because they only heard about the investigation upon its conclusion. Kennedy, meanwhile, appeared before the media expressing regret. In lieu of the events that took place, he is only out for 1 game. I am further calling for the continued suspension of this coach to the conclusion of this investigation and following a full board vote on the matter. Dothan Board of Education District 1 Brenda Guilford said. Guilford condemned the quick action by Superintendent Coe, which she said was done without the consultation of any member of the school board. Quote, "To be clear, the board had no part in this decision," said Guilford. "In fact, I was never advised that a decision would be made without board involvement." Furthermore, she asked for the suspension of Kennedy to continue further than the 1-week suspension he is actively serving until the completion of that investigation and a full board vote. "I do not believe the superintendent, principal, or AD went far enough in their decision to discipline the employee," added Jones in his statement. So look, I reiterate, we have a small town in America giving off heavy varsity blues-ish vibes, trying to cover for a coach because they want to keep winning. And the quotes that we have seen from former players who are in this program and have not left are troubling for local media to put on the record, because those are the same people who have gyms named after them. I understand media is a tough job. Being a journalist is a tough job, but do better, because that is biased and one-sided.